Hey everyone. Welcome to the Angela Anderson Show, where we are helping moms live their dream while taking care of their families. I am so glad that you are here with me today. And I just wanted to go over something with you. For those of you who are not familiar with this talk show, I want to tell you why I created this talk show. For those of you who were with me last summer, I hosted a 14-day summit. It was virtual and it was called Get Your Life on Track, Walk in Your Purpose. It was specifically to empower moms who want to identify their purpose and live it fully while taking care of their families. And for 14 days straight, I interviewed influencers, top influencers, speakers, guests, people of interest who were able to impart their wisdom and their knowledge to moms, to inspire, to encourage, and to motivate to get their life on track. So, as a result of that, I came up with this talk show. There was just a popular demand for this type of session. Plus, I loved doing it. So, I'm glad that I'm here now with the Angela Anderson Show for you. And I believe it will add value to your life. And I've actually heard from people who aren't even moms, and they've said that they're just inspired by what we've brought to you. So I'm happy to do that. So today, I have a special guest with me. Her name is Reba Phelps. Let me tell you a little bit about Reba. Reba Phelps was raised in Trinidad and Tobago prior to emigrating to the United States of America with her family in 2011. She graduated with honors from Lake Brantley High, that's located in Orlando, then matriculated into Oakwood University, where she earned her Bachelor of Science degree in biochemistry. While pursuing her degree, Reba also became a certified personal trainer because of her passion for fitness and developed her brand, Reba Fit. After graduating cum laude from the university, Reba took a gap year to work before delving back into the world of academics. In 2021, Reba started her second business, Kilika. I don't know if I said that right, and she'll correct me when we get on here. Kilika Solutions. It's a website design and development company that has aided in building brands business across many industries, from physician offices to restaurants. Go Reba. She is married to the love of her life, Christopher Phelps, who she says inspires her to dream big and achieve all of her goals. How special is that to have someone in your corner doing all these things? So in 2022, they welcomed a new addition, an adorable little boy, who I also believe his name is Chris too. So Reba is a proud Trinidadian American who is dedicated to God, her family, academics, and entrepreneurship. So I'm excited to welcome Reba to the show. But before we do that, we're going to go to a quick commercial. If you're looking for a devotional that is down to earth, lighthearted, and easy to read, Just When I Thought I Knew God is the book for you. It's a 40-day devotional journal. After each devotional, there's an area where you can write your notes. You can also record when God answers your prayers. And it begins with a Bible verse, ends with a prayer after each daily devotional. Makes a great gift for yourself, for your family, for loved ones, and for that special mom in your life. And remember, Mother's Day is right around the corner. So this devotional book is available now in Amazon.com, and it's also available on Kindle format. Purchase your copy today. All right, welcome back. So I said that I had a special guest with me today. And without any further ado, let's take her here with us. Hey, Reba.
Hello. Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm honored to be here.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. And I'm honored to have you. I love having guests on my show. And for those of you who've been with me from the beginning, you'll see that I alternate. Sometimes it's just me, yours truly. And sometimes I have a guest. And I really believe Reba is going to will share some valuable information with us today. So, Reba, tell me, what is your current profession?
Well, first and foremost, I just want to thank you so much, Angela, for inviting me on your show. I am happy to be here, and it truly is an honor to be invited. It really does something for my mom confidence to say, hey, someone recognizes that, I'm doing something. So
Oh, yeah.
that it is wonderful. To answer your question, I am a website developer and manager of a financial consulting firm called Financipation.
Awesome. That is awesome. And what's interesting is, I knew you as, the Reby Fit person, the personal trainer, and do you still do that?
Yes, so fitness is a passion of mine.
Mhm.
Health and wellness is a passion of mine, and I do host every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. I do
Mhm.
host a workout class
Mhm.
in my free time. But my day job, I'm a manager and also a web developer. So I am kind of doing, a few different things, and it's really amazing that I can juggle it all. And I could tell you this, I couldn't do it without my husband because we tag team. That's how we get it done.
That's awesome. That is awesome. And it's funny you said free time. And
You know what that
you
is.
exactly, you and I both know, as mompreneurs, free time is very scarce. And it's interesting just today, because a lot of times I'll get frustrated if I can't get all these things done in a certain amount of time, and I'm rushing. And it occurs to me that it's like, you know what, we do what we can with the time that we have, and we just have to um, prioritize
Yeah,
and again do what we can
exactly.
with that. But let me ask you, and you mentioned that your passion was really fit, the personal trainer, the fitness, and now you are a financipation manager. So you talked about juggling a little bit, but what does your typical day look like? Because you have a little one,
Yeah,
in the middle of all this, like this is tough enough, right? Without the kid factor,
yeah,
right? But you have a little one who just turned a year, and he's so
yeah,
sweet. I almost
yeah.
wish I had a picture so I could pop it up right there.
You can find it on my Instagram, Mrs. Reba
Okay,
Phelps.
there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
But tell me, what does a typical day look like in the life of a mompreneur?
Well, Angela, the beautiful thing is that I work from home.
Yeah,
Okay, I
awesome.
work from home. I have an opportunity to, stay home with my son
Mhm.
while working. So between this is how I get it done. My day typically starts. I'm not even going to say a time because
Mhm.
we have those late nights with the little one or
Yep.
whatnot. I kind
Yep.
of break my day into hours, and
Mhm.
wherever I can fit it is where I fit it, unless I have an appointment or a meeting.
Right.
So I do my morning tasks, check my email. Honestly, sometimes I check my email before I open my Bible app. I'm
Mhm.
just going to be transparent with you, some because it's like automatically I need to see what emails I have.
Sure.
But I'm working on not doing that. So, I have my devotionals in the morning. I have devotionals with my son. By
Awesome.
this time, my husband is already gone to work.
Mhm.
Um, We spend morning time together, do activities, and then I have him do independent play for a little while mommy does some work on the laptop, make some phone calls, send some emails, do some video editing, because my company, Financipation, where I work, we also have a YouTube channel. You can find us at Financipation at YouTube, and I do a lot of video editing there. So I'm doing that, and then I'm working on my website development contracts as well. So typically Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm working on those websites, and on Tuesdays and Thursdays is where I'm heavily, working on the back end of the video editing, the content, doing
Right.
all of that, and somewhere in between, I fit in time for my family, time for myself, which is very limited.
Right.
But over the last year of being a mom, I really realized that in order for me to give 100% in every aspect of my life, I need to have time for me. So
Mhm.
taking the time to exercise, taking the time to run some errands without the baby, or hit up my favorite stores, do that because I'm refueled to kill it as a manager, to kill
Mhm.
it as a mom, as a wife, and in my fitness as well.
Right. Right. And it's interesting as you were talking about that and just the points you have to, even in the middle of all of that, you still have to take time for you. And you said in order for you to give 100%, it's like you have to make sure that your fuel tank, so to speak, is not on empty, that there's something in there that it's full so that you can do all of those things. So I think that's amazing.
Mhm. And
Um,
I just want to add one thing, and
yeah.
it's not bulletproof, right? Some weeks, because I do have a very young child, right? He's
Mhm.
13 months. Some weeks it's gonna be off. On the
Mhm.
off weeks, because he's teething, he's not sleeping. No one is sleeping. On weeks like that, I know there are moms who can relate, especially if you have multiple kids. If you have one kid, two kids, three kids, it doesn't matter. It is still difficult. On those weeks where it seems that we're not getting anything done,
Mhm.
something that has helped me to keep my peace and not feel unproductive is to do the essentials. Okay.
Mhm.
So, what tasks do I have as a manager that I need to complete? That I need to complete? What tasks do I need as a developer? What tasks do I need to complete for Reba Fit? So do the essentials because it's better than doing nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's awesome. And like you said, it's also a state of mind. If you do the essentials, you feel as though, like you said, productivity. And as a mompreneur, that's what we thrive on, right? You
Exactly.
know, we want to see the fruit of our labor. We want to see what we've done and make sure that we're doing something, that
Exactly.
is not just of value. And don't get me wrong, being a mom is very valuable. And that is something that's invaluable, really. But
Mhm.
we just want to see that the effort that we're putting in is actually taking us somewhere, or at least closer to our goal. Um, so I love that part as far as doing the essentials.
I will say that it was always a dream of mine. I mean, I knew since I was probably a teen, maybe even younger,
Hmm.
I wanted to be a wife. I wanted to be a mother. Those
Hmm.
things are just as important as my degree and any position I'll hold in corporate America.
Right.
And it's really amazing. I treasure that. I love that.
Hmm.
And it's really amazing too because when you're a mom, the skills that you're using to raise the kids are the same
Yes.
skills that you use in business and
Talk about
entrepreneurship.
that. Talk about it. Yes. Yes.
So when I know, like sometimes I talk to moms, and they're like, "Well, I don't know, what I should put on my resume." Well, how about you organization? You're good at organizing and setting up, protocols, and you're basically you're managing your home, right? You're
Hmm.
a project manager. How about that?
Yep. Love it.
So the skills are transferable, and we just have to, be creative and
Mhm.
also be confident in that
Right.
you're a mom. Be proud of that,
Right.
you know?
Exactly. Oh, I love that. I love that, Reba. So let me ask you something. So you said, you've always dreamed of being a mom and a wife, and yes, I actually did too. But in terms of like what you're doing now,
Mhm.
the finance piece, the fitness piece,
Mhm.
um, did you always dream of that? Like, what did you dream of when you were a little girl? What did you want to be? What did you want to do?
I dreamed of helping people,
Mm,
right? I dreamed of helping people and having my own business. I didn't really know how that was going to work out, but I
mm,
just knew I have a passion for helping people
mhm,
and for, having my own business.
mhm.
And I didn't have any I was very open-minded.
Yeah.
So when I fell in love with fitness, I said, okay, well, let me become a certified personal trainer,
Yes.
because health is wealth, right? You got to
Mhm,
take care of your body. When you take care of your body, you have more energy, you have more stamina, so that you
mm,
can work those late nights, that you can get up early in the morning. That's transferable. And now that I'm a wife and a mother and also business owner and manager,
mhm.
so many roles we women wear, right? So
Right.
hats we wear.
Yeah.
And now that I'm doing that, I realize that yes, you can do it. You
Mhm.
can do it all.
Right.
I will say this though, some things might take a backseat for a little while, just a
Mhm.
little while.
Yes.
But in that meantime, right, when
Mhm.
you're working on those different things, you can be writing down your ideas,
Yes.
saving things, posting on social media, starting that blog you've been wanting to do. There's so many things you can do. And then eventually, because you've been working on that passion, that
Mhm.
thing you've always wanted, wanted to do, that
Mhm.
becomes the forefront now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you can do it all. But I would recommend that don't try to do it all at one time.
Mhm.
Build up to it,
Yes.
because what I'm doing now,
Mhm.
a year earlier, that
Mhm.
would have been too much for me,
Right.
right? But setting systems and realistic goals, that
Yes.
is that is it right there.
I love that. I love that. And what's interesting, a couple things that you said, I was just, oof, trying to type it all there
Yeah.
in the banners. But, one of the things you said was what you're doing right now, maybe a year ago, would have been a little bit overwhelming. And ladies, moms, what we have to realize is that there are specific times in our lives where things will come to fruition, and perhaps we're not ready at a certain time, and so we have to wait. We have to be patient, because if it happens too soon, we can really mess it up. We won't be ready for it. But if we everything happens in time, right? um, God makes all things beautiful in his time, and we just have to wait for that specific moment for it to happen, and believe that it will come to fruition, and wait for it. Reba, something else that you said about your passion, having this passion to help people, um, and knowing that you wanted a business and not really knowing how it would materialize. And I thought of something. Passion is what really fuels us, right? We have this passion to do something, but if it goes unchecked, it could lead us all over the place. We
Yeah.
won't really know what or how or who, but when we combine purpose with
Yes.
passion,
Mhm.
it channels us in the right direction, right? We get the desired outcome, and um, it all comes together. So I like that part in terms of how you found, right, the way to harness that passion and help people. And you're doing that in twofold, right? Or maybe even more than that, right? As a personal trainer and then as Financipation Manager. Tell us more about your about that part of your business.
As being a manager.
Yes.
Okay, so Financipation is family owned and operated. If you just go to our YouTube page, Financipation, you'll see my husband. So this is really exciting for us to build this business together and to, lead out in that position because my husband, he is in corporate America, right? And how he juggles all that he juggles is crazy. So I am here, managing everything behind the scenes. So you'll see my husband, on the channel, presenting the content, hosting wealth building sessions, etc., etc. And there's me who is, setting up systems so that we have, okay, this goes here, that goes here. And I'm big on video editing, right? So that kind of stemmed from my web development. And I've been in web development and digital design for over 12 years, So since I was very young, I got into it because I loved it.
Right.
And little what I know that a little bit over a decade, right? Those skills that I've been honing are going into this management position that I'm in for Financipation,
Right.
where I'm editing videos, where I am managing content, where I am, sending email, correspondence, all these different things that I'm doing, So that's my day job, right? The beautiful thing about it is that I don't have to work. I would say I work about. I would say I work about, honestly, I couldn't tell you because I'm always working in different ways, right?
Right.
But I work a good full time, doing my management position and getting everything set up. So I love what I do. I love that I can incorporate Kilika solutions and have that, and this is what I'm talking about, transferable skills.
Right.
Is that I never thought that I would be a manager of a financial consulting firm. I mean, my degree is in biochemistry, So, but I have always been open to opportunities,
Yes.
I believe that you can be anything you want in life. You don't have to be in one profession. You can wear multiple hats.
Right.
You can do something for 10 years and then do another thing for the other 10 years.
Right.
Who said that we have to stay in one place for 40 years?
Right. And do all of that and still take care of your family. That is my tagline. Do all of that and still take care of your family, still be a good mom, still take care of it all and not neglect your family. It's quite plausible. And so tell us, Reba, what was the greatest challenge that you faced while being a mom and pursuing your dream?
I would say balancing, because for me, I naturally take on other people's tasks. Like if you need me to do something, I'll say, okay, I'll do that. And then I kind of leave myself undone, That's just, and I'm reading this book about setting boundaries and reclaiming your peace, right?
Yes.
And you have to do that. So I would say balancing has been the biggest thing for me. And a few months ago, my husband and I, we sat down, and we talked about our goals, individual family goals, things that we wanted to do. And we developed this schedule, right? We developed this schedule that literally revived me. I'm not even going to lie, a schedule that works perfectly for us at this moment. Now it's not bulletproof, okay? It's not bulletproof because, like I said, you're gonna have times where something just doesn't go right, or the baby is not feeling well, or we're not feeling well.
Right.
but we came to a schedule that works for our family, where we are getting all of our work done, for our day jobs and also for our businesses, right?
Yes.
And it just works. So balancing was, to sum it up, balancing all of these different things was
Mhm.
really challenging for me.
Okay.
But communicating what I needed, communication was key.
That's huge.
You have to communicate with your partner about what it is you need, what they need, how we can make it all work, especially if you have young children.
Mm-hmm.
And something that I don't remember who said it, but it stuck with me, and I think about it all the time, is that we have 18 summers with our children.
Mm.
18 summers with our kids.
Wow.
That's not a lot of time if you when you really think about it.
Right.
What does that mean? That means your baby is not always going to be a baby. They're not always going to need you, and that's a good thing,
Mm.
right? They always know mommy and daddy is there,
Right.
but they're eventually going to go off, right? And when they do go off and develop into this amazing person you've been helping them to become,
Right.
where are you? Right?
Mm.
Where are you with your partner?
Mm-hmm.
Right? So we always set 5-year goals, 10-year goals, right? And by the time our son, is going off to college, we would have well established our businesses,
Awesome.
right? So that basically we can be in any part of the world and still get it done.
Awesome.
So when you think about it in the grand scheme of things, it's going to be okay. You're not always going to be tired, mama. You're not always going to stay up in the night with your baby. They're not always going to be toddlers. They're going to be able to become more independent. They're going to be able to feed themselves, walk, change their own clothes, eventually, take the bus to school and come back home,
Yes.
right? It doesn't last forever. And when I tell you it was a literal weight off my shoulder when I thought about it,
Mm-hmm.
it just makes me appreciate the time with my little boy and my husband,
Mm-hmm.
to know that he's not always going to be this little. So let
Right.
me enjoy the process, even though it's hard.
Yes. I like that. I like that a lot. And I would say that that is something that we can all um, take with us. Enjoy the process.
Yeah,
Um, and like you finished it, even though it's hard,
yeah,
because it's not forever, right? We
exactly.
have to think of it in terms of, what you said before, the short term and the long term. And I love the way that you're building your business because you're thinking forward thinking of the long term, thinking of the legacy that you want to leave your
Exactly.
baby. And moms, that's what we have to think about,
Mhm.
think about our families, think about what we're doing now and how that's going to affect them and you in the future. Um, so, yeah, those are all really good points, Reba. Just one last thing. Um, I ran the little stream across the screen for those who are watching, but for those who might be on the podcast, let's tell them the YouTube channel. Do you want to say what that YouTube channel is?
So, for to find us on YouTube, specifically, it's at the Real Financipation, or if you just type in Financipation, you'll find that. So again, it's Financipation,
Mhm.
or for our specific tag, at the Real Financipation.
Okay, and then you also spoke about your website
Mhm.
and video editing projects. Now, where can we find that?
So if you need to get a website built for your brand or your business, or if you need some video editing, you can find us at kilikasolutions.com. Just fill out our contact form. We'll reach back out to you for a consultation and, see if we could come to an agreement and get your project started.
Wonderful.
So that's kilikasolutions.com.
Wonderful. Reba, this has been great. So thankful that you came on the show here and that you just shared with us so much, so many great points. And ladies, moms out there, I want to let you know that I am a life coach for moms. And I would love to help you out. You might have a dream in your heart that you have not yet done anything with it. And I've been there. You kind of just keep it there, wondering, when is my opportunity? What should I do? But you heard it here. Reba was just saying how we do things little by little. And if you've heard some of my other episodes, you just talk about, building. Reba was saying it too, building up to a specific point. But the point is, you have to start. You have to get it started. So let me help you with that. If you want to schedule a free consultation with me, you can do so. That's www.chatwithcoachangela.com, chatwithcoachangela.com. We'll sit, we'll talk, we'll figure out where you are in life and get you to the next step. So for everyone else who's watching on YouTube, if you like what you saw, if you like what you heard, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And it's at The Angela Anderson Show, at The Angela Anderson Show. Well, this has been great. Reba, thank you once again
for having me.
For being a guest on my show. It was awesome.
It has been great.
And for everyone else, thank you so much for joining us. And I can't wait to see you next time. Take care.
Thank you.